Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to 168 Hours, your weekly roundup of the top local stories. I am Minha Maroof, your host for the evening. Stay tuned. President Dr. Moizu announces the launch of a nationwide initiative to ensure the permanent availability of nutritious food at affordable prices, positioning the effort as a cornerstone of his administration's food security and public health agenda.
The government has expanded its list of essential food items from 3 to 26, adding 23 new varieties. The selection was based on an evaluation of frequently imported goods, household consumption patterns, and nutritional value. Fresh produce features prominently in the revised list, which now includes 10 commonly consumed fruits and 10 vegetables. Additional staples such as turmeric, mung beans or lentils, coconut, and eggs have also been added. Implementation is being carried out through the State Trading Organization STO, which has been tasked with importing and retailing the newly designated items at fixed prices. The first batch of fruits and vegetables was released to the market via STO on 15th October. The government's intervention aims to address long-standing price volatility. STO has pledged to maintain stable pricing for these essential items, ensuring their consistent availability across the country. President Moise also linked the initiative to broader public health campaigns, including efforts to reduce tobacco and vaping use. First Lady Sajida Mohammed echoed the president's message, calling for global solidarity in addressing food insecurity. In her World Food Day post, she reframed food not merely as a necessity, but as a fundamental human right. She also underscored the urgency of international cooperation in the face of climate change and global crisis. She concluded by affirming that a unified approach to food security not only addresses humanitarian and logistical challenges, but also strengthens cultural ties and fosters community cohesion.
Maldives Airports Company Limited (MACL) reveals operations of Honeymadhu International Airport have successfully transferred to the newly constructed passenger terminal, marking a pivotal advancement in northern aviation infrastructure.
The transition represents a critical phase of the airport's modernization program ahead of its official inauguration scheduled for November. MACL confirmed the successful relocation of services from the former terminal to the new facility following the completion of the operational readiness and airport transfer or RAT process. The terminal is now fully operational for both arriving and departing passengers, with MACL reporting that trial procedures were executed without incident. The move was carried out in accordance with directives issued by the Civil Aviation Authority CAA, which require the removal of the previous terminal structure and any elevated installations near the runway. This clearance is essential to facilitate the safe landing of Code C aircraft, including the Boeing 737 and Airbus A320. With the new terminal in place, Honeymadhu International Airport now features a 2,465-meter runway designed to accommodate larger aircraft. The technical upgrade significantly enhances the airport's capacity and operational scope. Once fully activated, the facility is expected to handle up to 1.3 million tourists annually. A notable addition is the installation of an aero bridge, making Honeymadhu the only airport in the country, aside from Valana International Airport, to offer this feature. The development project, valued at $136.6 million US, was awarded to India-based JMC Projects Limited. Construction began in January 2023, representing a major infrastructural investment in the northern region. In preparation of the formal opening, MACL is undertaking a series of finalization measures. These include calibrating equipment, refining service protocols, and training personnel to meet operational demands. A central focus remains on ensuring full compliance with international aviation standards and national regulatory framework.
Minister of Economic Development and Trade Mohammed Saeed confirms the Maldives reported significant early revenue from its newly established offshore bunkering service, generating $12.46 million since its launch.
The initiative, introduced under President Dr. Mohamed Muiz, is a central element of the government's strategy to diversify the economy beyond its reliance on tourism and fishing. Minister Saeed disclosed the figures in response to questions from members of parliament. The service began operations in September 2024 and reached the $12.46 million milestone within its first year. Preliminary figures show that $2.91 million was generated by the end of 2024, with monthly revenue rising steadily throughout the current year. Government officials noted that the service has operated continuously without interruption as it approaches its one-year anniversary. The operation has also contributed $1,125,830 in taxes to state coffers during the reporting period. Minister Saeed observed that the increase in revenue reflects growing demand and utilization of the service. Structured as an offshore operation, the service employs a specialized dedicated vessel and is managed domestically through the State Trading Organization, or STO. A major factor in the service's early success has been the introduction and sale of low-sulfur fuel. The project was launched in partnership with Switzerland-based Vitol Group, a company recognized for its extensive international experience in bunkering services. At its inception, the government set an ambitious target to facilitate an annual increase of $400 million in gross domestic product, or GDP, through the service. Current efforts are directed at strengthening the initiative, expanding its scope, and raising revenue beyond present levels.
The Maldives' tourism sector sustains its robust growth trajectory, with figures indicating strong performance across key international source markets.
According to the latest data released by the Ministry of Tourism and Environment, arrivals from India, the sixth largest contributor of visitors, are nearing the 100,000 mark for the year. As of the latest monitoring period, a total of 99,379 tourists have arrived from India this year. This milestone represents a 4.2% increase when compared to the 95,326 tourists recorded during the same period last year, reinforcing India's crucial role in the island nation's tourism economy. Overall sector health remains exceptionally strong. The Tourism Update Report indicates that total arrivals reached 1.7 million as of the 15th of October, reflecting a significant 9.9% increase over the equivalent period last year. China maintains its lead as the largest source market, providing 282,682 visitors. The top 5 markets currently include Russia, 211,263, Italy, 155,832, the United Kingdom, 151,217, and Germany with 124,777, with India ranking 6th on the list. The government has set an ambitious target of attracting 2.3 million tourists by the end of the year. With the 1.7 million visitors already recorded and the peak winter season ahead, the globally renowned tourist destination requires around 500,000 more arrivals to meet the annual goal.
Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation Mohamed Amin stresses the crucial role of immediate action in securing the long-term prosperity and sustainability of the world's shipping and marine industries, stating that today's decisions will fundamentally determine the future of the industry.
Speaking at the International Maritime Equipment Conference in Fuzhou, China, Minister Amin underscored the necessity of maximizing the benefits of the world maritime industry while simultaneously addressing existential threats, particularly climate change. The minister highlighted the disproportionate challenges faced by island nations due to climate change, calling for concerted global action to find sustainable solutions across all maritime stakeholders. Minister Amin specifically pointed to the work of the 21st Century Maritime Cooperation Committee, emphasizing its effort to protect the seas and increase economic returns. He noted that the practical implementation of the committee's decisions would yield significant benefits for all island nations, including the Maldives. Beyond immediate policy changes, the minister presented a forward-looking vision for maritime economic growth fueled by technological innovation. The conference involved discussions focusing on disaster prevention and mitigation related to climate change and marine resource management. Around 120 attendees participated, including members and advisors of the 21st Century Maritime Cooperation Committee, international organization representatives, foreign embassy officials, academics, and key business leaders in the field.
Young Maldivians with an interest in the nation's vital fisheries sector are being encouraged to seize a unique opportunity to participate in a comprehensive training program designed to cultivate their engagement and provide valuable skills.
The Ministry of Fisheries and Ocean Resources, under the initiative of President Dr. Mohamed Muiz, has opened applications for this program funded by the World Bank through the Transforming Fisheries Sector in Southwest Indian Ocean Region and Maldives project. This intensive 3-month training initiative aims to spark enthusiasm for a career in fisheries among the youth and integrate them into related activities. Beyond fostering interest, the program is committed to equipping participants with essential training and skills development opportunities within the marine sector. To be eligible, aspiring participants must demonstrate a genuine interest in working within the fishing industry, be under the age of 24, and not currently registered as fishermen. The program promises a dual learning experience, offering both technical insights into fisheries management and practical hands-on fishing opportunities. A key highlight will be the chance to learn traditional fishing techniques directly from experienced fishermen aboard one of the Maldives' prominent pole and line fishing vessels. Scheduled to run from November of this year through January of next year, participants will also receive a daily allowance during the training period. Applications are currently being accepted via email with a deadline of October 23rd for submission of the relevant forms. The inaugural session will welcome 5 young individuals new to the fishing profession.
The National Disaster Management Authority (NDMA) officially launches a new digital platform, the Hushiyaru website, dedicated to bolstering disaster preparedness and risk communication across the nation.
The unveiling took place at the NDMA's Vilunteri Fest, coinciding with International Crisis Risk Re-Education Day, and was presided over by the Minister of State for Defense, Aishat Safura. The Hushiyaru website serves as a comprehensive resource designed to empower communities with vital information for safety and preparedness. It will deliver warning messages in multiple languages, offer practical guidance on mitigation measures, and provide access to awareness videos, posters, and technical information tailored for the education sector. The platform has been developed with inclusivity in mind, available in 5 languages, and accessible to individuals with special needs. NDMA Chief Executive Hisan Hassan emphasized the website's crucial role in achieving the Empowering Society to Respond objective outlined in the Disaster Risk Re-Education Strategy 2024-2030. Hisan further highlighted the platform's aim to establish early warning systems and disseminate technical information, contributing to the vision of a disaster-resilient Maldives. The development of the Hushiyaru website was a collaborative effort supported by the NDMA, the United Nations Development Programme or UNDP, and funded by the governments of Denmark, Luxembourg, and South Korea. In parallel, the NDMA is strengthening its partnership with the Maldives Red Crescent to further enhance the nation's resilience against potential disasters.
Foreign Minister Dr. Abdullah Khalil and his Egyptian counterpart, Dr. Badr al-Abdul Bati, holds official talks in Cairo, reaffirming the close friendship between the two nations and agreeing to deepen collaboration in trade, health, education, and tourism. During the meeting held at the Tahrir Palace, both ministers reaffirmed the long-standing bonds of friendship and cooperation between the Maldives and Egypt, rooted in shared values and strengthened by religious and cultural ties. Dr. Khalil conveyed appreciation for Egypt's continued assistance over the years in the fields of education and human resource development, particularly through the scholarships provided by Al-Azhar University, which have benefited generations of Maldivian students. Discussions also focused on opportunities to expand cooperation in the health sector and strengthen collaboration through the sharing of expertise. Dr. Khalil expressed the Maldives' commitment to advancing economic and trade ties with Egypt, highlighting potential areas for collaboration in agriculture, trade, and food security. Both ministers also noted the scope to deepening cooperation in tourism, including increasing arrivals between the two countries and fostering people-to-people exchanges. The two ministers also exchanged views on pressing regional and global issues. Minister Dr. Khalil commended Egypt's steadfast leadership in supporting the Palestinian cause and reiterated the Maldives' firm solidarity with the people of Palestine in their legitimate struggle to establish an independent and sovereign state based on the pre-1967 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital. Foreign Minister Khalil also conveyed commendation to the leadership and government of Egypt for the successful hosting of the recent Gaza Peace Summit, which led to the signing of the ceasefire agreement, an important step toward elevating the suffering of innocent civilians and advancing prospects for lasting peace in the region. Both ministers reaffirmed their commitment to continued close cooperation at the multilateral level in pursuit of peace, stability, and sustainable development. The meeting concluded with both ministers expressing confidence that relations between the Maldives and Egypt will continue to strengthen in the years ahead, bringing enduring benefits to the peoples of both countries. The talks also served as a reflection of more than 5 decades of close relations between the two nations and their shared determination to build on this strong foundation. Minister Khalil was accompanied to the meeting by Secretary Dr. Hala Hamid and Additional Secretary Khadija Najiha at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Maldives successfully set a new Guinness World Record for the most people snorkeling simultaneously during the Barney event held on 18th October 2025 in Ba Atoll. A total of 623 snorkelers took part in this landmark event, showcasing the nation's deep connection with the ocean and its dedication to sustainable marine tourism. Organized by the Ba Atoll Council in collaboration with Visit Maldives Corporation (VMC), the record-breaking event saw participation from 13 islands and 15 resorts, along with representatives from across the country. Resort staff, international tourists, and local communities united in this gathering, creating a powerful testament to collective environmental stewardship. Just 10 minutes from Edafushi, the capital of Ba Atoll, Vilingili Farufinolu provided a breathtaking backdrop for this milestone achievement. Its western lagoon and coral-filled outer reef, home to vibrant marine life, hundreds of black-naped terns, creating a stunning natural setting for the historic occasion. The record-breaking snorkeling attempt began at 16:30 hours and lasted an hour, as hundreds of participants simultaneously entered the crystal-clear waters at multiple designated points across the pristine sandbank. The plaque was awarded by a Guinness World Records official adjudicator to the Ba Atoll Council during the ceremony that followed, which included music, entertainment, and a spectacular fireworks display. The record was also inducted into the Visit Maldives Book of Records. A commemorative plaque and coin was presented by Ibrahim Shiri, Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director of VMC, to the Ba Atoll Council in recognition of this historic accomplishment. The Barney event stands as a powerful symbol of unity and purpose, perfectly aligning with Visit Maldives Corporation's mission to position the Maldives as a global leader in marine tourism and sustainability. It demonstrates how tourism and ocean conservation can thrive together, inspiring a model where community participation, environmental awareness, and visitor engagement combine to protect the Maldives' marine heritage while celebrating its role as the world's leading island destination. Dr. Abdullah Khalil, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, concludes an official visit to Egypt, reaffirming the enduring diplomatic relationship between the two nations and advancing discussions on trade, investment, education, and shared Islamic values. The visit was undertaken at the invitation of Egypt's Foreign Minister Dr. Badr Ahmad Mohammed Abdullati. In a statement shared on social media, Minister Khalil described the talks as constructive and highlighted their focus on deepening ties across key sectors. According to the Maldivian Foreign Ministry, the visit underscored the long-standing bonds of friendship between the Maldives and Egypt, ties rooted in a shared Islamic heritage and sustained through more than 5 decades of mutual respect and collaboration. The official program, which began on 17 October, included a series of high-level meetings with Dr. Abdullati and other senior Egyptian officials. These engagements focused on expanding cooperation in economic, educational, and political spheres. Minister Khalil reiterated the positive tone of these discussions in a subsequent post, noting his meeting with the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar Al-Sharif, His Eminence Dr. Ahmad El-Tayyib. The meeting with Dr. El-Tayyib included an exchange of views on promoting peace, moderation, and Islamic solidarity. The Foreign Ministry reported that discussions also explored enhanced collaboration between the Maldives and Al-Azhar, particularly in education, scholarship opportunities, and human resource development. In his engagements with Egyptian officials, Minister Khalil provided a comprehensive briefing on the Maldives' economic priorities. He outlined ongoing efforts to diversify the national economy and ensure sustainable growth across sectors such as trade, investment, health, tourism, and infrastructure. Both governments expressed interest in identifying future avenues of cooperation aligned with the Maldives' development goals, the Maldivian Foreign Ministry said in a statement. The ministry further noted that these discussions reflected a shared commitment to deepening bilateral engagement. Addressing the concerns of the Maldivian community in Egypt, Minister Khalil met with students currently pursuing their studies in the country. The ministry said the meeting offered an opportunity to hear the specific concerns and reaffirmed the traditionally close relationship between the two nations. The visit also marked a significant step in formalizing political cooperation. An agreement was signed between the Maldives and Egypt concerning the provision of assistance within the political sphere. According to the Foreign Ministry, the accord institutionalizes cooperation efforts that were first initiated in 2019. The Maldivian government maintains that Minister Khalil's diplomatic mission will serve to further consolidate the bilateral relationship. He was accompanied by Secretary Dr. Hala Hamid and Additional Secretary Khadija Najiha. A 5-day training program aimed at countering extremism through Islamic educational principles commences in the Maldives, convening law enforcement and education officials under a regional coalition's initiative. The program, titled Addressing Radicalization in the Educational Environment, is being held in Male from 19 to 23 October. The initiative is jointly organized by the Islamic Military Counter-Terrorism Coalition IMCTC, headquartered in Saudi Arabia, and the Maldivian National Counter-Terrorism Center NCTC. It seeks to strengthen institutional capacity to identify and prevent radicalization, particularly within educational settings. Established in Saudi Arabia, the IMCTC comprises the armed forces of 43 Islamic nations. Its mandate includes the implementation of strategic programs across member states to enhance awareness and resilience against terrorism and violent extremism. In Male, Saudi scholars are leading sessions focused on the ideological threats posed by extremism and outlining preventive strategies rooted in Islamic teachings. The IMCTC describes the program as a means of promoting intellectual vigilance and fostering the values of moderation within educational communities. The opening session was officiated by Dr. Aisha Shahnaz Adam, Vice-Chancellor of the Maldives National University, whose presence underscored the role of academic institutions in shaping counter-extremism discourse and safeguarding educational environments. This training forms part of a broader strategic framework adopted by the IMCTC, which emphasizes cross-sectoral engagement across its member states. In the current year, the coalition has conducted targeted programs to enhance the capabilities of religious scholars, raise awareness among media professionals, and support educational sector stakeholders in confronting extremist narratives. That's all we have for now. Thank you for watching 168 Hours. See you next time.